The lymph system has to function daily. If it doesn't, you'll die. It's that simple. It's a mechanical part of your body that has to function. And I'll tell you a little bit how it works, but this brochure will tell you more. You can get it for free, and nobody's going to bother you. You can read it. It's information. I'll just tell you this much. You have 3 times as much lymph fluid in your body as you have blood. You got a pump, and you got 10 pints of blood, and it moves it around, so you stay in what's called your cardiovascular system. But out of that blood comes some yellow, milkish fluid called lymphatic fluid. It comes right through your muscle area. It picks up all the dead cells, the toxins, and the poisons, and all the garbage and food that you can't digest, and so on. And it sucks it into a separate venous system about 80 times a minute. And it stays in that system right there because it's got to have something else happen before it'll move. There's about 1 million little valves that are shaped like this in that little separate venous system that only open and close if you move. If you don't move, it doesn't move. The moment you start to move, that fluid will start to pump from your fingers and toes right up through your spleen, through your kidney, and filter and pass through your bladder and eliminate normally. It has to take about 400 cycles for it to completely circulate all that fluid through there one time. So if you want to get out and walk in the rain, go around the block, whatever it takes, by the time you get back home, it'll take you about 10 minutes to get those 400 cycles, and you will have that system completely circulated one time. If you stand on here, the only reason it's done in 3 minutes is because this bounces 133 times a minute, and bingo, 3 minutes, you've got your 400 cycles, and it'll wake you up. Critical? Yes, it is. We have found that babies before birth have to have this movement daily. If they do not get it, they're born, stillborn, dead. It's the largest cause of infant death in America today, and they don't seem to think that exercise has anything to do with it, but it has everything to do with it. And after that baby's born, he's going to have the most effective, the most enjoyable, and the easiest form of circulation known to humanity. No books are written on this. People don't think about it. You can read any book on physiology, and it'll name every kind of an exercise from flying a kite to flying a plane, fishing, running, jogging, jumping rope, treadmill, you name it. And none of them will use these 3 words that apply to babies. You rock them, you bounce them, and you jiggle them. And we don't think anything about what that does to us because we think we're not babies and it doesn't apply to us, but you have exactly the same system. I tell my audiences at 7:30 at night, we're going off at 8, they're going to go to bed in a couple of hours, and I tell them, if you've got insomnia, what do you do for a baby? What do you do for a baby that won't go to sleep? You rock them. Why? Because it works. What do you do for an adult that won't go to sleep? You give him Somonex. Dumb. When you can get up on your bed and do this very same thing for 2 minutes and crawl into bed, or get up on a sofa cushion, anything soft, do it for a couple of minutes, go to bed, you'll sleep all night tonight, no pills. My audiences try it. Somebody came in here to one of our seminars and told us that I went and tried that on a pill last night, and you know, doggone it works. Simple? Yes, it is simple. It's too simple. This problem of moving the lymph system around is so critical that if you don't get it, you begin to develop what they call in hospital terms atrophy. It's the precursor to about 2,000 degenerative diseases for which we have no cure and never will have, simply because a drug or a surgeon knife does not make you get up and move.